Hello there, everybody. Me, your boy. Today we're back with some more Pokemon Unite, but this time we're covering the news. So this dropped on the Pokemon Unite website, and this actually details the upcoming balance changes. And yeah, you heard that right. This game is getting balance changes this early. So this will be coming to the server on August 4th, 7 o'clock UTC. Now the biggest thing that I find very interesting is that it's actually going to be including the spectate feature. Now this kind of hints towards more of like a esports sort of leaning interest. So they're trying to make it easier to watch this game. So one could assume that they're getting ready to kind of make this a little more viable for an esport. Now besides that, they also include the changes made to Pokemon stats and Unite battles. So these are kind of out of order, but we can go right down from the list so it's a little bit more conducive. So Charizard really needed a buff. So it's going to buff its flamethrower. Cooldown has been reduced and the effects on Pokemon has been strengthened, which basically means it's like burn side effect has been increased. Fire Punch, same thing. Burn. Fire Blast, cooldown reduced, and effects on opposing Pokemon. This makes it a little bit better for a ranged Charizard. Your Flamethrower and Fire Blast are your ranged attacks, and those are a little bit easier to use now. Easier to use and faster to use now. Next we have Talonflame, who severely, like really badly needed a buff. Acrobatics, damage dealt. Aerial Ace, damage dealt. Aerial Ace plus damage dealt, and then Fly damage dealt. You have a flat damage increase to all of this Pokemon's abilities. It really needed it. Talonflame really struggled with dealing a lot of meaningful damage, and hopefully this makes a meaningful impact on the character. Next we have Venusaur, who also tends to struggle. So Sludge Bomb, damage dealt, effects strengthened. That means basically the poison's gonna be a little bit more powerful, and of course damage dealt is better. Petal Dance move upgrade. They don't exactly say what this means. Now we can speculate kind of your movement speed might be upgraded, the attack might be upgraded, the overall potency of the move might be upgraded. We're going to have to wait and see what exactly this means. Solar Beam, cooldown reduced, and Unite move Verdant Anger, damage dealt. It was a little bit weak, so now upgrading the damage is hopefully going to make this a little bit more potent. Absol, basic attack, bug fixes. I know a couple people that play Absol and they've been having issues with basic attack auto crits basically. So hopefully this bug fix addresses that. Night Slash increases damage to Pokemon. Sucker Punch increases damage dealt to Pokemon. Now this is the one I'm really excited about, Wigglytuff. Now I'm a support main, I really like to use the supports and defenders. Wigglytuff just wasn't cutting it. She was doing really good, but she just needed, like Talonflame, just more of everything. So the following stats have been increased: defense, special defense, and HP, so it's a little bit more tankier. Now those variables are yet to be determined, so it might be a lot, it might be a little bit. But, self-promotion. Check out our Twitch at twitch.com/JinxMarionette. We'll be testing out some these changes, and we'll be labbing Wigglytuff and see how she's doing. Double Slap, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon increased, and effects on opposing Pokemon strengthened. Now I believe that means, because when you use Double Slap, it slows your opponent's movement speed. I'm guessing what that means is going to make them slow down even more. And then next we have Sing. Effects on opposing Pokemon strengthened is going to be even more powerful. So usually between Sing and Rollout, both are good, but you know, you can probably pick between both a little bit easier now. Dazzling Gleam, bug fixes. It's seeming more and more likely that you're going to go with Double Slap more than Dazzling Gleam now. And then unfortunately Eldegoss is getting a nerf. Cotton Guard, the cooldown has been increased and the HP restoration has been decreased. It really didn't restore that much HP to begin with, but now it's even lower. You'll kind of want to, if you are an Eldegoss main like I am, those moves scale off of your special attack. You might want to increase your special attack to kind of push the value of that move back up to where it used to be. And now Cotton Spore cooldown has been reduced, effects on opposing Pokemon strengthened, and this move's defense and special defense increase has been strengthened. They're kind of trying to balance it out, because right now Cotton Spore is absolutely useless. They're trying to balance out the difference between abilities by making Cotton Spore a little bit stronger and more attractive to be picked, basically. And then its Unite move has been nerfed as well. HP restoration has been decreased. Usually you could just kind of just run in there, pop your Unite move, and heal your entire team if applicable. But right now, they're trying to look and decrease that, which, in my personal opinion, that sucks. But, you know, it's for the balance of the game, and I accept that. Next, Cinderace. The following stats have been decreased. This is the first time I've seen a stat just be a flat decrease. It's attack. I'm guessing they're saying that Cinderace's attack is scaling a little bit too high for what they're looking for. Look forward to Cinderace doing less damage now. Blaze Kick, damage dealt at poison Pokemon is decreased. Faint move downgrade. Same thing with the other one where it said move upgrade, Venusaur. We're not going to know exactly what that means until we test it out. So check out youtube.com/JinxMarionette for my live streams, where we'll be labbing out these changes. And Pyro Ball damage dealt is actually increased. Look at that. And everybody's favorite ST character, Gengar. Now, basic attacks, bug fixes. I'm not exactly sure. I know even less about this one than Absol with the bug fixes, quote unquote. We're going to find out what that means after this patch goes live on the 4th. Shadow Ball damage dealt to opposing Pokemon has increased. People typically don't run Shadow Ball. This is, again, they're trying to make this more attractive to be used by other people, so that it's more 4-skill meta versus a 2-skill meta, because right now if you pick Hex and Sludge Bomb, that's all you need. You don't even need to pick the other ones. Speaking of, Hex gets a move downgrade, which again, we're going to have to see what the difference is between that. I'm guessing the overall entirety of the move is being nerfed. And then Dream Eater, same thing, move upgrade. It's just a very weak choice right now, and they're looking to buff that, I'm guessing, in my personal opinion. Aura did not get the nerf that people were expecting, which would be like either a radius decrease for discharge or a power decrease for discharge. It's not being touched at all right now. Spark has bug fixes. I'm guessing it's going to adjust the way bouncing works, because it is a little bit buggy. Wild Charge, damage to opposing Pokemon, and cooldown. Because right now, why would you pick Wild Charge when you can pick Discharge? There's no competition. Just pick Discharge and you win. And then Unite move, Plasma Gale. I guess it did too much damage right now, so they're like tuning it down just a little bit more. And then next we got Cramorant. Whirlpool has been decreased, so I don't think it did that much damage, and it's your beginning move. It gets replaced anyways, but I guess if it's not where they want it to be, by all means. Damage dealt from Dive increased. Yeah, Dive was very weak. It's like your kind of like eject button sort of move, but it's got charges, so I guess they're looking to increase the damage on that. Machamp, basic attack, bug fixes. Again, I don't really know too much of why this is a problem, but I'm glad they're fixing it. Cross Chop, decreased damage. Close Combat, increased damage. So a little bit of duality, increasing Close Combat and decreasing Cross Chop to kind of balance out the choice. And then we have small fixes to these 3 Pokemon. Lucario, Power Up Punch, got some bug fixes. Think about your auto attacks become like way stronger with Power Up Punch, and it's not scaling correctly. I remember that much. Bone Rush bug fixes kind of make the move work a little bit closer to what they wanted to. Basic attack for Greninja, bug fixes again. Not too sure about that. If you have a Greninja main in your life, please tell them to comment down below. What does this mean? Do you have any problems with your basic attacks? We can find this out and we can lab it. And then Alolan Ninetales with Snow Warning. This interaction, Alolan Ninetales, their passive is very interesting, I would say. So we can find out what exactly is supposed to be happening with this, with the bug fixes, and we can compare. But actually, that's about it, guys. If you are not in the loop, though, Blissey has been fully data mined. Her moves, Unite move, not her stats, but most of that character has been uncovered, as well as what we all know about Blastoise and we all know about Sylveon. If you don't know about Sylveon, Sylveon is coming as well. Eevee evolves into Sylveon, but it will not be evolving into like Flareon, Umbreon, Espeon. As for now, it might be down the line. We can kind of change. As if we can change it, but it might change later on, having maybe an ulterior way to have your Eevee evolve. That's enough rambling for now, guys. I appreciate you liking, subscribing, sharing, following, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.